Welcome, people. It's Mr. back again with a preview show. Big game, as everyone knows. It's FA Cup week, and I've been excited for this game since that draw has happened. Uh, People in the comments, how are you feeling about this game? I'm buzzing, but we must this Huddersfield game is massive. If you are new to the channel, please do hit like button, subscribe if you know, and comment below, people. What is your score prediction for tomorrow's massive game? And as the winners get, who Liverpool. As a Forest fan, I want Liverpool. Alongside me, we've got Huddersfield fan Brad. How you doing, Brad?
Yeah, I'm doing really good, mate, and likewise, I'm really excited for this one. It's I believe is it the only championship face off left in the cup in this round. So
yeah,
everyone else got a Prem team, I think. So yeah, so it's the final, obviously the final one. Two teams in similar kind of form, both doing well in their own way. It's going to be good. We've only just been to the City ground. Just over 2 months.
We'll talk about that, Brad, because as everyone knows, like I said, we'll talk about that game. But that was my game. But before we do start, like I said, Brad, talk about the game. And Brad, I know I think it's your first time on this channel. Before we do talk about your channel before we do start.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, I'm quite similar to yourself. Just do Huddersfield Town vlogs really, and the previews and all that kind of thing. I'm looking to get some more neutral stuff on there, to be honest. When I've got the time and the availability. But for the time being, we're just following Town. As they continue to do really well. So obviously, from a content perspective, it's been great this year because I'm able to get videos out where I'm not sat there screaming at a camera phone. So it's a lot better.
Actually, lots of people. Brad's link is below. Please go and subscribe to his channel. Like I said, people like to promote other people's channel when they come on this platform. Like I said, if you are new to the channel, like I said, please hit like button, subscribe if you know, and comment below, people. What is your score prediction for this big game tomorrow? The winners get Liverpool. Right, Brad. Let's talk about last game. And as far as fans remember, if people remember the vlog, we absolutely hammered you. You had one or two chances, and I think it was Dwayne Holmes, ex-Derby player, scored. And I couldn't believe it. It was your opinion. Can you remember that game? And it was just mad, wasn't it? How you won that game.
Right. Do you know what I think it is? I think the reason why we won that game is because there's plenty of games you play, obviously, in the season, and we had a opposite game like that at Cardiff where we battered them and they turned it around on us and won. So I think it's kind of testament to us really that we were able to. I mean, you had your own chances in the game, like you say, you had plenty of chances to see it out, and you as a team didn't do that. I think for the most part we were defensively solid where we could be, but there were chances you could have taken better. Johnson missed the open net, that was the main one. Had he buried that, it's a draw, or maybe you want to get a second. But apart from that open net, our keeper was a massive part of that. That's why we love him. He's been consistent throughout, and I think our defence is a big part of the reason we won that game, because the stats can say one thing, but at the end of the day, we managed to scrape it out. And you can argue that the stats were on Forest's side, but at the end of the day, it's the only stat that matters is goals at the end of the day. And if you're not able to put it in the net, it can be a tricky task sometimes.
People, I remember I think we had so many chances that game, and fair play to Huddersfield. And I talked to Brad about their form, and I'm surprised. They've been fantastic. They won 3-0 against Peterborough on Friday, and far from that, they've been fantastic to watch. And so, Brad, tell everyone about as a fan, how happy are you? You were second after beating Peterborough, but then you got it up to third. But are you confident? I think you'll get playoffs. But do you think that you can get to the top two? Because Fulham and Bournemouth, two teams, heavy teams, they've got loads of money to spend. But as a fan, are you confident that you can get that top two?
I think what's massive for us is we're not a good, I don't know how to phrase. We're a good squad. We're not just a good team. We're a good squad. You know, our team. We've got the rotation there. We've got backups. So like, obviously, with some teams in this league, if you get an injury in one position, that's it. They're done. So like I don't know who you could say is the example. There's plenty. If Derby had Tom Lawrence injured or something, you know, if the key player goes, you know, it can all come crawling down. And for us, we've just got a squad of real talent. And I am really confident that for me, I think playoffs is something we will finish. And I'm on the fence, to be honest with you, mate. It all depends. You know, we keep doing our job right, and the teams around us are slowly but surely losing points. QPR done it against Cardiff at the weekend. You know, Bournemouth did it and lost a key player in the process. Results are going our way. If results keep going our way and we keep doing our job, there's no reason why we can't, because Bournemouth have got those games in hand. But if they're not winning them, then there's no point having them. So it's one of them where we'll have to wait a couple of weeks to see a clearer picture on that when Bournemouth have caught up a couple of games. But I'm really happy. The former is impeccable. So, you know, credit to us.
There's a few questions to ask you, Brad. One from Lee Tilson. Can you ask Brad, are Huddersfield fans excited about potential facing Liverpool, despite facing them a few times in the Premier League years? We could be more hungry in this regards. Like, as you would know, I was buzzing. I think every Forest fan, like, I know you won't know the history about Forest and Liverpool, and especially the younger generation. The older generation will know the history of Forest and Liverpool. Like, what was your reaction when that draw come up? And like he's mentioned, you played Liverpool when you was in Premier League, but as a Huddersfield fan, like, you must be buzzing if you beat us, but I hope you don't. What's your reaction when you've seen Liverpool?
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, mate, I was kind of I don't know how to explain, to be honest. In all honesty, I wasn't happy with it, because I'd rather be, obviously, to win the cup you have to beat the best teams. You know, it applies in every tournament. But if you can get an easier run and leave the big teams till later, that's sometimes better. So if we'd have got a Palace or something for this game, obviously, and we'd have gone through, you know, there wouldn't have been obviously the talk about, you know, the rivalry between yourselves and Liverpool. But I think to get a big team in the quarters, it's scary. But we'll just have to see. I think I wasn't annoyed, because the team I didn't want was City, because with City, I don't know how to. City's second team would do us absolutely all over, but Liverpool's second team, there's a grey area, because no one knows who will play. You know, will he start? You know, will he start the likes of Minamino and Origi? Because some of our players I know are capable of Premier League, so I reckon we could give maybe that second team a go if we get through. So it's not worst case scenario, is what I'm saying, like it would have been with City, but I'd have rather got like a Palace or a Southampton or someone else just to get through, you know, and then get to Wembley. And then if we got knocked out at Wembley, I'd have been like, and, you know, you can say you've gone to Wembley. It's a big thing.
Good point. Very good point. And like I said, with both teams, like I say, you're playing well, we're playing well, we're nearly in the playoffs. One more question, like, before we talk about this game.
Yeah, Cosmo.
What are you more interested in? Like getting promoted or the FA Cup? So what, like, as well, I know there's quite Huddersfield fans in this comment as well. Comment below, what are you more bothered about? As well, Forest fans as well. Comment below, what are you more bothered about? This league run or the FA Cup? Because like, as a Forest fan, and I keep mentioning it, there's so much history with Forest and Liverpool. And if you don't, please get to know this, because like I said, there's so much tension. I'm not going to talk about what the years happened back in the day, because it's not right. But yeah, there's so much tension between Forest and Liverpool. But what do you think about your opinion about league or FA Cup?
In all honesty, mate, yeah, cards on the table. Yep. I'm not going to lie to you. I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe the words are leaving my mouth as a Huddersfield Town fan. Both. Why not? Just go for both. We've got the rotation. I'm not joking you. Our squad is never, as a squad, you know, like as a tightly knitted 17 men, all in all squad, it's never been this good. Like when we went up last time, we had a great starting 11, but had Moy got injured, that'd have been us done. If you get what I'm saying, we've got backup now. There's only one player in our keeper who, if he got injured, we'd be heavily screwed with. If O'Brien got injured, wouldn't be great, but there are backups there. There is a backup in pretty much every position. So I can't believe I'm saying this. If I have to pick one, if I have to put my hand on heart and pick one, I pick the league, because getting promotion is the thing. But we're in a position where we can try for both.
So people coming, I said, Huddersfield Forest fans, what would you prefer, FA Cup draw or league? Like me personally, I want Liverpool, but the Premier League, like I said, we've been in the league for 22 years, I think it is now, and I think I want to get promoted. Like
time to go,
I think there's a question for you from True Red. How you doing, True Red? What do you think could be the key to your incredible run at the moment? Would you say it's just luck or team not capitalizing or dropping points? What do you say about that?
I think one huge factor is the coach's ability to adapt to his previous mistakes. So, like, there have been games where we've gone 1-0 up and sat in the game. There's been times it's worked, like at the City Ground, and then there's been times it really hasn't worked at all, and we've been left with egg in his face against Coventry and Cardiff. So the coach's ability to adapt to his previous, mishaps has kind of really helped us over a long-term period establish not losing, really. You've obviously got to give the special mentions as well to Danny Ward. He's been grafting. He had a really hard start to the season, and he's been grafting constantly. And when you've got a striker who doesn't always score, but still continues to graft and make stuff hard, it just, it sets a good example for the rest of the team. Nichols has been solid in goal. That save he pulled off at your place onto the bar. He does one of those every week. And if we didn't have him, I reckon we would be about 10th, in all seriousness, because that guy, I genuinely think he's the best keeper in the league. I genuinely do.
Never, Brad. Mate, never. People in the comments, get at Brad. You're not beating Samba. There's not a chance.
He's better than Samba. Yeah, he is.
Oh, right. People in the comments.
Absolutely.
Brad is taking him. It's not a chance. He's not better than Samba.
Absolutely.
No, listen, what have you been drinking? I'm drinking some nice tea here. You think your keeper's better than our keeper? Nah, man.
Most clean sheets in the league.
Even our second choice keeper better than your keeper. Nah, I'm feeling. Never. Well, people in the comments, what do you think? He's saying that his keeper's better than our keeper.
Trust me.
Never.
But there are special mentions. There's key players, and that's why we are where we are. In all seriousness, the reason we are where we are, the recruitment's been massive as well. Loads of players on frees that have grafted and got stuck in, and testament to them, because it's going far for us.
Right, I'm talking about, as I said, Brad. As you know, Forest, we beat Arsenal, we beat Leicester. Like, are you worried about Forest? Because I said, I know you beat us 1-0, but we beat you 2-0 at your place. But FA Cup is a free fall. So, are you worried about Forest? And what players are you like? What was your last time as well? Like, we've got players like Johnson, Ligonel, Garner. So what players are you worried about for tomorrow's game?
There are certain players that I can't give an accurate representation of, base, because when I've seen them, they haven't been as good as they could have been. Obviously, the game you beat us, they might have been good. The game you didn't beat us, they might have been bad. The one player who was consistent throughout in both was Jed Spence. I think he's really, really good. And even in the previous game where we won, every time he went down that right hand side, I just didn't like it, because he were really quick. He has an intent when he's going forward. And you've got a couple of strong lads at the back that they're quite solid when they're playing together, like the likes of is Worrell still playing consistently. I've heard great things about him. And then, I mean, Graben, he always likes a goal against us.
He's injured.
Injured, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I never wish injury on a player, but that's right. Okay. And Johnson's one of them players. From me as an outsider looking in, it all depends on the day. The first time he played us, he was on it. He was absolutely on it. Second time, I wouldn't have bothered, because he missed the open net. So it all depends on the day, but he's a young lad and he's got bags of talent. So, like I say, these younger players, sometimes they're the hungry ones. So, and sometimes they're the ones that that want it more and get stuck in. Similar to our midfielder John Russell, who we got from Chelsea. Similar kind of situation there, really. Recently got in the lineup. I'd expect him to start, and he's a real handful.
People, if you want to ask any questions to Brad about Huddersfield's form, and I think they've been fantastic. I think they're second, not third. I think they're second in the league, Brad.
Second, yeah.
Aren't they? Yeah, second. My bad. I thought it was third, but now they are second. So people, if you want to ask any questions to Brad as well, put in a comment below. People, if you want to do any super chats as well to support the channel, please do. It's a massive help as well. So like I said, and if you want to be a member, please do. Like I said, the link is below. It's £2.99 a month. It's just to help support the channel. As you know, I go to my home and away games, and it helps support my channel as well. Brad, like I said, this game is massive for both clubs. I said Liverpool is next tie, but I mentioned you've already played them twice, but if you do beat us in the club, are you confident that you mentioned about Liverpool could play a weak side, but are you confident if you do, you beat us, but I hope you don't, could go further and get to Wembley?
There's a lot of big ifs, but in the cup, sometimes in the cup things get cancelled out. Form can get cancelled out, but it all depends on that Liverpool team, because if they play their A team, listen, mate, we're good at the minute, we're solid. But if they play their A team, that's a whole new territory of quality that we haven't consistently played against. If you're comparing wingers in the league, I don't think it's fair to compare the likes of Harry Wilson to Mohamed Salah. There's just a massive difference. So if they play their A team, I just don't think we'll win. I've never been this positive with Town, but if they play the best team, I don't think we'll do it. But if they play the B team and we can, rattle them, take them to extra time, who knows? It's the FA Cup. I've seen stranger things happen. But that team selection, we have to field our best team, and they'll have to field a rotated team, let's say. So the likes of Chimichas, if that's how you say his name, the backup keeper, and then maybe Keita and Milner in the middle instead of the usual, the usual mercenaries.
Well, what teams have you beaten so far, third and fourth round? What teams have you beat?
So,
you can't remember, Brad. That is shocking.
I can remember the recent ones. We've been unbeaten for a long time, all right?
19 games you've been unbeaten.
18. I'm just thinking. I know we got Burnley. Was that the first team we played, or did we play someone else?
I haven't got a clue, but you must.
Yeah, it were Burnley first, then Barnsley that route. We beat Burnley, Barnsley, and then we drew you. That was it, right? Right, I'm with you now.
Yeah. So people in the comments how excited are you to the game? Like I said, I'm excited. I think this game is I think when the draw came before the Sheffield United game, I was in. But like I said, this game, Forest fans, I know. Like I said, I mentioned the older lot will know how much this game is to get Liverpool, because I want Liverpool, and I'm not going to beat the Browns about it, but it is what it is. A lot of people, and ask Brad is prediction for tomorrow's game as well. People in the comments below, please put your pictures as well, and I'll put them up on the screen. Like I said, people, if you are new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button and like as well. I got 17 likes. There's 80 people in. People, hit the like button. It helps me a lot as well. And if you want to be doing the super chats and ask Brad any questions, please do. Brad, are you going to the game tomorrow?
Absolutely, mate.
Yeah. I always ask away fans, what do you think of the City ground? It's it's one of the grounds that everyone loves. What do you think of it?
It's a nice ground. I think the fact that we scored so early in the previous game, and the fact that every chance you got, you kind of nearly scored, ruined any chance of you creating a real atmosphere, because you were all that wound up and riled that you wasn't really creating your normal atmosphere. So hopefully for your case, in the aspect of your side of things, that it's not so early a goal. But obviously for me, I want us to just get stuck in as much as we can, more so than we did last time. You know, we were very quick, and this was near the start of the unbeaten run, to be fair as well, mate. So we were very quick to score and sit on games, and recently we've not been as bad at doing that. You know, and I can't actually believe I'm saying this, but the past 2 games we haven't even had to try. We've literally just gone there. Honestly, mate, I swear, Birmingham, they didn't even have a back four. They had right back and left back in centre half and wingers in full back. And we just it's not even out of second gear. And Peterborough, not the same, 2 goals in 7 minutes. We half time, we were actually sat there thinking, are we going to score another 4? Because we should have won by about 5. They were awful. Obviously, Forest, a much better team, respectively, than those 2. So we'll have to up the level. But I'm pretty. If there's any team that's ever going to get to this stage of the round, it's this one. That's what I will say. If there's any team in town's history that will get this far, it's this one.
Right. Last but not least, Brad. Like I said, people get the comment saying, "What is your score prediction for tomorrow's game?" I'm not going to say my prediction because I've had enough of it. My prediction's been all wrong. So, Brad, what is your?
I've been quite accurate with mine recently. To be fair, I've got quite a few. I swear. I said 2-1 against Fulham. And I said 3-1 Cardiff, and it was 2-1, which were close. And I said 3-0 Peterborough. So I haven't been far away. It's always I've either got it right or there's been a goal in it. So who knows? What's
your score prediction for tomorrow? Or penalties? Or it could go to penalties. What do you think?
My score prediction for tomorrow is 1-1.
Wow.
I'm gonna back Spence to score. I'm gonna back for us, Danny Ward to score, and then we're gonna win it in extra time. And John Russell's gonna score. 2-1 after extra time. That's what I'm saying.
Wow. So Brad's gone for it. He thinks he'll win the game. I've got to go through everyone's predictions. Drake says 2-0 to the Reds. I've got a super chat as well. Thank you to Lee. Shout out to Lee. Thank you for that. 1-0 to Reds. Yates 19th minute winner. Oh, love that. Ryan Yates, what a player. Did you watch the game on? I know you did.
I seen the highlights. I seen the highlights afterwards, and it looked like it meant quite a bit. And obviously, it's kept you in the race, really, hadn't it? Otherwise, you'd have dropped down to like 10th or 11th, was it? So
we're in ninth. We're ninth now. So
yeah.
Even if I think at that point we should have won the game. Yeah. We should have won that game because it was all over in the first half, and then the second half, around 20 minute spell all over them, and they had a little 20-minute spell of they took the mick out of us basically, and then last 5 minutes or odd we got that goal from Man Yates. So yeah, I think we should. It's going to be a tough game. Like I said, thank you, Lee. Thank you for your. Much appreciated, my friend. I'm going to go through the scores. Johnson's definitely going to score if it's a penalty. For Dominic, depends what both teams line up. Do you think like Huddersfield a second? Do you think they'll play a strong side tomorrow?
I mean, given that we've got a game Friday, so that gives us 3 days rest. I think we will rotate within reason, but even our rotated squad's a good squad. I reckon to be fair, we probably won't even have Nichols in goal tomorrow. I say this, he is quality. He is as good as he is, but we might not even have him in net. We might have a Jamal Blackman. Not that really worries me because he's not been bad. You know, he's only played 1 game and he didn't really do out wrong. We probably have Blackman. We might play Pippa as right back, the usual centre half. Tofflord stay in, and then I think from then on, the back four is usually quite the same because Colwell's been out recently, but it's like the kind of the front kind of 6 after that or whatever format he goes with that gets rotated. So, but even if we do rotate squad, I'm confident it's a good squad. And we've got a lot of really good underrated players at the minute. They're proving a lot of people wrong. So, you know, I'm happy. I'm happy with, unless he goes really, really defensive or really, really you know, like second teamer, I'm confident where I can be, especially.
I'm looking forward to just a little thing is don't scream like a girl with enforcement tomorrow. You Reds, listen to me. If we win tomorrow, I'm gonna scream like a girl because I want Liverpool. I keep saying it. I want Liverpool. I know, but like Brad, right? Do you know the history of Forest Liverpool?
I know bits about bits, but I don't know the full kind of.
Right, so you get after this, get the history. You people, if you know, you know. That's the problem with older fans. We know the history, and that's why I'm not gonna lie to you, Brad. I personally think if it's any Liverpool fans watching this, they'll be supporting Nottingham Forest tomorrow. That's how they want us. We want them, they want us, and there's so much. We hate Derby, but Liverpool are the next level. We hate them, and it's going to be a big game for us tomorrow. It's going to be a great atmosphere as well. But hopefully we do win tomorrow because it's, like I said, it's going to be it's going to be mad. It's going to be mad, people. It's going to be mad. But like I said, people, Brad, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for coming to the channel. And as well, people, Brad's link is below. So please go and subscribe to his channel as well. I'll be at the game tomorrow as well. So like I said, if you see me, if you want to get on the vlog, please do. As well, people, like I said, I mentioned two things before I go. I've got the Kevin Campbell event coming in on the 28th of April. If anyone wants to be a sponsor towards the channel, towards the event, please message me to, like I said, I'm looking for a few sponsors to help out with a few charities that's helping us as well. And as well, people, it's a good charity that coming. But like I said, people, I will do a video this week. I've got some downtime this week as well, so I will do a video to put it towards the charities as well. So people, like I said, if you do want to help me support this channel, the venue as well, email me, message me, and it's a fantastic hope for the channel as well. But what else is there? I think there's more. But people, like if you're new to the channel, please do hit the like button as well. Subscribe if you're new. Like so, link is below as well for Brad's channel. Big game for tomorrow. The winners get Liverpool. We need to win. I want to win. Forest fans, we know what it was like. We want to win this game tomorrow. But like I said, it's been a pleasure. Thank you everyone for watching, people. And like I said, hopefully a big win for tomorrow. Peace and love. Up the Forest.